On this week's video, I'm testing the speed of my Pedersoli locks. I have a Kentucky pistol by Pedersoli and a Northwest trade gun by Pedersoli. The way how I did it is I shot these in 240 frames a second and I lowered it down to 1%, so you get 2.4 frames a second. And I shot each one of them with 4F in the pan and 2F in the pan to see how long it took. The measurements I used were from when the hammer fell to the recoil started. It's really hard to get it exactly where you want it to be for the whole lock time. So that's the unit measurement I used, from the hammer fall to recoil. I know I flinch and it's super exaggerated in these videos because everything's so slow. Hope you enjoy the video. So I'll give you guys the results. Okay, I have a cheat sheet here because I'm not going to remember it. So the math I used was 240 frames at 1%. When I'm bringing it down in speed, that it would be at 1%. So for each second on my timeline when I'm editing, it's 2.4 frames. Okay, and the Kentucky pistol with 4F was 8.1 seconds. So if I multiply that by 2.4 frames, it's 19.44. That's how many frames were for that first shot with the Kentucky pistol. Then I did the second one with the 2F in the pan, was 10 seconds even, so it's 24 frames. Okay, then the trade gun was 11.9 seconds, so that equaled out to be 28.56 frames, and with the 2F in the pan, it was 14.1 seconds long with the 2F in the pan, and that was 33.84 frames. Okay, so basically they're all in and around a tenth of a second. But the actual fractions are, for the 4F in the Kentucky pistol is 19/240ths. With the 2F in the pan in the Kentucky, it was even out around 1/10 of a second. And then it was 7/60ths for the 4F in the trade gun, and then 17/120ths when you broke it down. It's in and around that. But just the trade gun was a little slower, and it was a little over a tenth of a second. So, and the 4F in the Kentucky pistol was a little under a tenth of a second. But yeah, it's just interesting. That's actually quite a long time, I feel, for these things to be going off. But I thought that might be some interesting information for people.